ShotQuality Live BetCast. Back to the action. ShotQuality Live BetCast. Let's get the 600 Kiss of Death ranking.
Oh, no. I give it 2 big dooms.
From the basement, from the garage, from an idea. Now, hopefully going to break 1,000 viewers again today. Now,
we'll be out in Vegas.
Gang hits Vegas.
that crunch. You hear that crunch? It means we're hitting it twice for a better price. Stay hard, right?
Be hanging around Planet Hollywood.
It's gonna be awesome though. We're gonna have live shows.
You guys should all come.
If you can trust your data quickly and be correct, you're going to win in this market. And that's what ShotQuality gives you.
I believe we sleep in May, Justin.
Sleep in May, we do, and welcome into another episode of ShotQuality Live BetCast. I'm your host, Justin Perri, as always, joined by my co-host, Mr. Alec the Musa, and it is going to be hopefully another glorious night for me. We split last time, Moose. If you didn't join us for Friday night's episode, now some of you guys got social lives. You don't want to sit around and live bet NBA props in the NBA Finals on a Friday night. I get it. I do. We have contractual obligations here. It's all right. I went 2-0. Moose went 0-2. So depending which one of us was your dog in the race really determined your fun on the show. But we're back. We're doing it again. Another good 30, 40 minutes of live prop betting here. Maybe some spreads, maybe some totals. But we'd like to dive into the player points here in Game 5 of the Finals. 2-2 tie. Looking like, Moose, Oklahoma City is going to make a point tonight, get this one done. ShotQuality seeing the differential on the floor pretty equally at 10 points right now to what it is. How are you feeling about this game, and how you doing?
I'm doing good. This game is, dare I say, actually, I was going to say we expected OKC to run away in Game 1, and they didn't. So even though this is like similar track, I would say, but a little, yeah, that's my 2 cents.
Look, it's pretty similar. We got Aaron Wiggins going here for what? That was Game 2 when Oklahoma City ran away. He's getting hot early. We jumped on him to continue to stay hot in the last time he looked like this, and it kept going. Pacers are responding. The game definitely has some points flowing here. 71 expected points in just about, our normal 16 minutes of play when we start this show. I'm not jumping into anything immediately except, maybe lament over my pick of the day today, which is now likely going to go to 1-4 in the Finals, which I'm not really thrilled about, unless Tyrese figures it out and scores 18 points in short order. But, it's about as bad of a start as you're going to get for Tyrese Halliburton and the Pacers as a whole. So what do we think? Is this going to be a game maybe where you can go and get in on the Thunder right now, seeing this first 16, 17 minutes of play, saying they're dominating, saying it's not a fluke as Halliburton checks back in? Would you be comfortable maybe laying a spread on the Thunder at this early juncture in the game after what we've seen so far, Musa?
Oh gosh, it's tough because I did that in the first game of the series and it did not work out. Now I'm not supposed to be an emotional bettor. I think so, yeah. I would say so just because, if I'm getting the same kind of look as I did Game 1, I know it didn't work out. OKC is the best team in the league for a reason.
All right. I don't need to hear too much more. I'm going to go ahead and do it minus 12.5. Plus 102, trusting what ShotQuality's seeing. They have developed a 10-point lead here in this time. They continue playing like this. They only got to win by 4 more points than what they have. It could be one of those games where they run them off the floor. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to place another bet. I'm going to take an alternate line too. So let's get this first bet in though, and then we'll talk about the alternate. Let's lock this in. All right, so that's minus 12.5 for the Thunder tonight. So this isn't the Thunder are expected to be leading by more like a lot of the bets are. This is it's like a pacing bet. Like, okay, they're up here by 8, expected to be up by 9, kind of, cooking them. They're developing a nice 1.23 points per shot to 1.13. What are you going to say? 100 plus possessions? They're going to at least win by 10 points. And then on top of that, they're hot. At least the Pacers are hot here coming into this quarter. So I don't know. I don't see them slowing down is my real issue. I don't know if the Pacers are going to be able to stop them from scoring 28 points a quarter. And then I think Indiana could have a couple bad quarters.
I don't think so. I think this is. I even said it game 4. I said that was a series. So I'm gonna stick by it. I'm probably gonna join you because I said game 4 was a series, and here we are. I was hoping maybe OKC would come up.
And I actually really like that call. I think you're right. It's about over, in my opinion. I do think that Indiana would have had to put their collective, them being Oklahoma City, they're next on the chopping block. Say, hey, go win 3 straight. Prove you're the best in the league. Like when they need to put their head down and not get eliminated, they can do it. Otherwise, like they got a whole extra life here, and they just got to win 2. That is a much, obviously 2-game swing of a different task, right? So, basketball, baby, but
hoop.
It's all about hoop. I think I'm gonna go shoot in the morning. I've been trying to get back into it. College basketball's over.
I've seen that. Where did you go?
Dude, I was out there and I'm 6'3", so like when I go play in the park or go do some runs, I'm like one of the tall guys. So whenever there's anyone like actually good, I'm the guy who like I gotta go guard them. That's just I like that, but like, bro, I get cooked. I get cooked when I go like play in a real run. Like for real, this guy, I'm pretty sure he was like a D3 player and just like probably a few years younger than me, probably 30, 40 pounds heavier than me. Woo! And like got an inch and a half on me at 6'5", probably. So I was getting worked, but I went 3-3. It was all right. But that sponsored message is not what we're supposed to be giving you after the first bet. It's supposed to be the commercial from our very appreciated sponsors over at Sport Trade. So we're going to give them their time after our first bet. As always, we'll be right back. Thank you for watching.
ShotQuality Live BetCast is presented by Sport Trade. The best data in basketball meets the best prices. Sport Trade offers instant in-game betting with half the vig on both live and pre-game lines, with prop bets now available too. Plus, best-in-class support. Available in Colorado, Iowa, New Jersey, Arizona, and Virginia. Get 10% cash back on every bet in your first week, up to $300 cash back, and 1 free month of ShotQualityBets standard membership. Simply sign up for Sport Trade using code SQB and bet $10 on any basketball market.
All right, back here on the SQ1s.
Now, I think I actually got this one, and then it moved. But, maybe I got
Thunder, yeah.
Oh, I let it go, and I just saw him score. I think I got it after, though. Let me see. I got 23.5 on Jalen Williams, minus 120. And it's the same. So, yeah, I was a little late. I bet I could have got, 20.
What was it? Williams over what?
23.5. I saw he was cold, and I went to go take it.
I don't know.
And then I took it, and I went back. He's not cold because he scored during when I went to go look. So I'm assuming maybe I lost a point, I would guess.
Probably. That's okay,
Nothing
though.
crazy, though.
It's not great. That's the point you wanted. You probably lost like that all, like the entirety of the value, which is probably 20, 25, 35 cents of value per point-ish, I guess. If you really wanted to roughly spitball it, you've been looking for that answer. How much value do you think you're getting per point difference? 30, maybe 35 cents. 25. If you want to be conservative and not, try to quarter Kelly this.
Well, it happened, so
yes, it does. It does. It's really hard. The pitfall, of course, of in-game betting is that you are still probably on this interface. If you get ShotQuality Live and you're using it yourself, you're probably 30 to 45 seconds behind the game. And I know that because I've brought it to games and I've watched the bucket happen with my eyes, and then I've counted how many seconds go by off the screen at the game until my interface updates, and it's usually 30 to 40. It's pretty fair. Now, if you're watching on YouTube or Twitch or Twitter, it's probably another 20 to 30 seconds. So, yeah, maybe wait for commercials if you're worried, if you're getting new, if you're trying to be very risk averse, which is fine. But yeah, that's some of the nuts and bolts. Still, again, really good, and we'll do the best we can to get you the best options. But let's talk role players, Moose. We each got a bet in. We talked to our sponsor. I'm on Thunder minus the 12.5, who are already, by the way, I got plus 102. I should add. They were up by 8, and it was minus 12.5, plus 102. I almost got plus 104. But now minus 14.5, minus 118 at that same book. So a good little run. I'm liking what I'm seeing out of the Thunder tonight. I'm liking the way the play is happening. I'm liking a high shot quality points per shot. Tell you something. I might try to like handicap, use the data a little differently right now because I got the palm itching. I got the palm itching a little bit, Musa. Tell me how you think about this. I'm gonna hit the button, and then we'll go from there. But you got it. I'm interested in your opinion.
Fifth.
The second quarter total over 56.5 points. We already have 21. Got 7 minutes and 14 seconds to go. All right, so 2Q 56.5 minus 110.
And what's the reasoning behind this? Even though no one's cold?
Sure, thank you. I appreciate the segue. They're scoring, and I think they're going to likely continue to score.
They're scoring in what predicted to score. It's not like they're cold or hot. It's like that's
right. So they're not overperforming. The pace that we're seeing is pretty quick. They're moving up and down the floor. Thunder are developing a consistent amount. I mean, this is interesting. I don't really know how the total gets to 1.16 from the two quarters or 1.14, 1.13. There you go. That updated. Okay, thank you. But yeah, I just think the points probably keep flowing. We're seeing on the screen right now. If you're watching the game, 14 assists to 2 turnovers for the Thunder. Can't talk today. But I do think we're going to keep seeing fast motion offense. Pacers love to run. This is a double-digit deficit. We got to keep seeing movement. I mean, the Pacers, unless they absolutely fall flat. So I guess if I wanted to maybe try to continue to experiment a little bit and like protect myself from losing a lot of money on it or a full unit on it, I would also take the Thunder at that point in the second quarter, because I don't think the total goes under unless the Pacers stop scoring. So need some scoring here. We've had a full 50 seconds, no buckets. But that's my thought. We'll see. It's already 51.5. So that again, full entire minute of me talking about my strategy and looking entirely stupid the entire time. So that's fun.
I like the thought process.
Yeah, I mean, I'll stick by it. I stand by it. I'm not gonna, they just didn't even get up a shot. This is hilarious. You double dip. Do we double dip on it? I'm not gonna. It's too small of a sample. But did they call that on the floor? The defense obviously turns up the minute you start talking about it. It's pretty funny. But you're not going to see that reflected in the data, I think, which is pretty interesting because, oh my gosh. Okay. And the turnovers, the messiness, right as they put the graphic up about the few turnovers, we are wrestling, we are flipping over, and no one's scoring points.
Damn, that okay. You're a little ahead of me. That's a little much there.
Yeah. But anyway, you're not going to see this mishap really in the score too much because there's no one taking shots. So again, the actual quality of those shots hasn't decreased. So technically the value against the live line, if they were to open it, which they haven't, would still be there. So if you missed it, if you want to try to recoup your funds, I'm going to take the L. It might not even be an L. 5 points is absolutely nothing. They could hit back-to-back threes, and we could be right to 56 in a absolute heartbeat. I'm not really sure what that shot attempt was, but
am I about to see the craziest thing ever?
It's just gross.
It's just because of the shot clock
in the schoolyard. Andrew Nemhard.
No shot clock problems.
I think he probably had a little bit more time. I think he probably 11 turnovers for the Pacers.
Can we look at Tyrese Halliburton real quick?
He's not doing great either.
Doing terrible.
Bro, I'm pretty sure I hit an over. I said bet an over. Finally, it took literally 1 minute and 40 seconds to score another point from that moment. Pacers haven't scored in 2 minutes and 40 seconds. All right. We're going to get some foul calls. Maybe we'll get some ticky-tack stuff. Come on, let's pump these numbers up. Did he miss the free throw? No. Look, such is the game. Coming off a nice 2-0 night. Going to lose the first play out. Really ugly. For Shea to come off almost getting tripped. Hit it. Yes. Points. Speaking of our boy Max Musa, I did get a text for Hofmeyer today.
Excuse me?
Saying he would be back for some WNBA.
He loves the W.
He loves the W.
There's some hoopers, man. Do you see Caitlin Clark the other day?
I mean, that's what I think. The one thing about the W that I both like and don't like, there are so few teams.
I know. Teams. Well, they added one or two. They added Golden State Valkyrie.
Right. They did. But the thing is that it's still the talent is still so concentrated that like you wish there were like more ability to see more of these players and like get more roster spots in general to maybe see the strategy flesh out. But for now, it's like these heavy hitter super teams, essentially, maybe at a level higher than what the NBA is, because the NBA has
the Liberty is a super team.
Oh yeah. And I mean, and the star power is crazy. There isn't a team without someone awesome, kind of, which is great. That's what you want for a fledgling league at some level. You want every team to have a player you can kind of feel like you can get behind, feel good about, and enjoy. So that's awesome. And I think we're going to have a lot of fun with it. And we're going to have fun with it tomorrow night, actually. So we're starting tomorrow, WNBA. There's no NBA tomorrow, but if you look down at the bottom corner where we keep our next episode information every time, we will be live. Oh, that might be the wrong time. That might be the wrong one. That's pretty funny. I don't know how that happened. There you go. Be live tomorrow, 8:20 p.m. on the 17th. That was the old graphic for the 13th. But yeah, WNBA starts tomorrow night. Have a good time. I think 3 games will be on at once, so a little bit more back to normal, Musa. And we'll have player props. I think the markets have gotten a little bit better since last season, so hopefully we'll see some expanded offerings. We had a good year, and we'll be doing it 2 to 3 times a week, just like we do all year long. Essentially, the only break we take here on BetCast is that lull after the WNBA championship in like August, September. And then, we're right back at it for the NBA in October. College starts in November. And you blink your eye, you're back in June watching the finals. So, yeah. Basketball, baby.
Dude, I'm already jonesing for college. I don't know where you stand on that.
You got to hand it to the basketball scheduling. It is probably the most comprehensive sport. Like there isn't the same. Like WNBA really does give the sport as a whole this extra flexibility. There isn't there isn't that much coverage of women's baseball or softball, especially betting wise. So if that'd be so cool if there was you could bet on women playing softball in the winter.
You're telling me you would do it? Because I know you would. Let's be real.
If there's mathematically a place for me to make some money, yeah, I'm gonna try it. That's like my whole shtick, dude. Like that's my whole thing. But anyway, Max will be back, hanging out with us a little bit. Should be fun. If you don't like WNBA, fine. Still live betting, using it, something to root for, something to enjoy on a summer night, hanging out with the boys. I don't know. Maybe the girls. I love it. I like the spread.
All welcome.
Spread. Everyone's welcome. Anyway, what isn't apparently very welcome is points. Because let's see, how's that going? We are now currently at
scored 4 points since you've taken the bet, and you took it at what, 750? So they're averaging a little point. Oh, yeah, a lot. Good. Point a minute, pretty much.
It's not great.
31
points have been scored. Could they score 25 points in 4 minutes? Probably. Will they? No. That bet was very lost. And it went down to 51 very quickly. I'm more interested at this point. I've accepted defeat. So it happens. Where we're shooting for like 56% around here. What I'm more interested in at this point, do they get 52? Would that double dip if it's smart? So we'll see. For the science, I'm watching now. A big 3 here from Chet. Or someone. Just taking so long. On the other side, though, the Thunder are running away with it. They are suffocating. Oh, block. They are suffocating them. But yeah, the points are dead. 36. We're done. 15. I don't think that happens in 3. It's getting.
You want a whole minute spiel. These are good looks, though. These are good.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean the Pacers have
3 and that 3 right there.
Pacers are now what? 8 points cold, 10 points cold. Now we got something to start talking about, Musa. Is there reason to go the other way on the bet? I got 12. Should I go for get a 4-point middle? A 5-point middle might be available here at halftime. Is that a smart bet now that shot quality says, all right, Indiana
I would say so.
should be doing better?
I would say so. From your perspective, yeah.
Of course, the other perspective is I could just shut up and try to win the one bet and not, the middle is obviously great. Right? Well, the middle's phenomenal. We love the middle. We'd love to win both 2-0, but the alternate is the 1-1. It's essentially a 20-1 bet, right? Because if you have minus 110, I guess not. If you have minus 115, but I have like plus 102. So, but if you were to say on your expected minus 110 bet on each side, all of a sudden now, if you lose, you win 1, you lose 1, you lose 10 cents. And if you win both, you win 2 units. So it's to win 2 units for a 10-cent risk, 20-1 on a 4-point middle. It's interesting. I mean, again, that's better. It's better than what you're going to get for that band, right? For what is likely the most predicted band at the time when you're placing the bet, you're getting 20-1 instead of what's going to be probably 4-1, 5-1. So is it a plus EV bet? Yes, but you are also maybe holding a more plus EV bet in your just original is the debate you need to have with yourself. Because essentially every time you add a bet, you're adding more hold and you're taking away from your long-term return. So unless you actually have evidence that points to the fact that you should be taking the Indiana Pacers here because maybe you predict them to only be down 7 points when they are down 18, Musa.
I think they get blown out. So I'm not going to take it, but that's just circumstantial more than it is actually –
I made the bet I made earlier because I thought they were going to get blown out.
Yeah.
It was. I hate to be Gen Z. It was giving blowout.
It's giving hell.
I hate myself. That was terrible.
Good news though, Jalen Williams is now at 27.
What'd you say?
What?
My girlfriend's making fun of me because I said giving.
So
And
funny.
she makes fun of me for
Jalen
being
Williams.
annoying.
Jalen Williams is giving 30-point show out.
Yeah.
He's giving buckets, literally. So I like that bet. I'm finally going to get off the schneid, it looks like, if he keeps cooking.
My brain's kind of broken from using that
That was
language.
a hell of a move.
I apologize to any of our more sensible viewers. I know we curse, we scream, we yell, but sometimes we just cross a line, and Gen Z verbiage will never be okay. Not yet. Anyway, all kidding aside, they have 43 points with a minute to go, minute and a half, 45 to go. Could they score 8 points? Yeah, they could. Oh, 9. Yeah, they could, but it's going to be tough. So that bet's dead. We're going to start the 0-1, which is all right. We get that happens sometimes. Thunder bet's looking good, not hedging. Maybe we should have, though, because it was 18. Now it's 15.
And a steal. Pascal Siakam.
Pacers won this quarter, or are currently winning. Oh, sorry, on the shot quality, they're winning the quarter.
I was about to say, excuse me?
Stupid. Dumb, Justin. That was bad. But I don't know. Expected to be a 5-point game. If they...
It's not giving 5-point game. The shots, I'm going to keep doing it now. The shots have been good. Like,
you got to stop. Well, let's go to the bottom. We haven't been to the bottom of our screen where we look at the shots taken. We can count up the possessions, essentially. It's a bunch of bad shots, equal amount of good shots. More, it's not that different. It's just OKC absolutely living at the rim. 55% of their shots at the rim, Musa.
I mean, Pacers, though, out of the 36% they've taken from three, what are they shooting from three? It's been horrific, right?
It looks pretty bad.
5 for 15, but I swear they missed, they missed yet again right there, Siakam.
Part of me wants the over, and just in general at this point now, because I feel so slighted. What about a third quarter over? Expected to have 60 points in this quarter right now, and they have 43.
Jeez, what a horrible step back three. So we're teaching the kids now? Gee, what Ben
It's
Shepherd
been like 10 minutes since I heard that, but
this is getting ugly.
yeah. So feeling all right about them. It's only a 14-point game, though, Musa.
Yeah.
Over 57.5, minus 114, third quarter total. Essentially a double dip. But we have evidence sitting right here, that both of these quarters were expected to be 60-point quarters. They're offering us 57.5. Two-ish points of value. Okay.
You doing it?
I did it. It's in. We got it. Pick number 3. I'm going to show the sheet. If you don't hang out on the sheet with us, it is probably the lowest latency way to get the picks. I try to go faster as fast as possible. It's usually Max's responsibility. Let's go, Kevin. Good luck. You're literally sweating this last shot. It's going to go in. A big 3 to push to 16. Let's go, Kevin. Wow, we're going to sweat with Kevin right now. Minus 13.5. Up 14. Coming down to it. No turnover. Wow. They scored 50 points in the quarter, Musa.
What was your line again?
I had 56.5, but the double dip would have been at 51.5.
What's crazy too is like they missed so many shots.
Yeah, there might be a foul here in the last second. I'm a full 10 seconds behind on my screen. Let's see. 2. No. Okay, just a miss. So yeah, wow. By the hook for our guy Kevin. That's awesome. Sharp line.
Very sharp.
Very sharp.
As long as you're on the right
minus
side.
101. You want to talk about sharp. All right, there you go. Halftime. Pacers down 14, expected to be down 1. That's it's a little hard to digest, Musa. What do you make of that?
No, Stephen A. Smith's not playing solitaire at least. No, I think this is over, man. I know it's a 1-point game. I will say, I mean, Tyrese Halliburton, from what I've seen, he's been bad, and he didn't.
Can I interrupt you for a second, Musa? Apparently, StreamYard, which is the software we use for streaming, has a new chat feature where automatically comments go on stage. So we don't have to put them on stage. So hopefully that will encourage all of you to talk to us. I think it's going to show up right above the next show. So let's see. We'll throw down a little. Yeah, there you go. Look at that. Okay. So comments now auto show over the next show. I like that. I'm into that. Good job. Good for you.
I see it. That's cool.
Yeah, we're like a real Twitch stream out here all of a sudden. You can't actually follow us on Twitch. It's just another way to watch if you like Twitch. If you don't want to be on YouTube, you don't want to be on Twitter. I think they have a good picture-in-picture on Twitch. So watch wherever you want. At ShotQualityBets everywhere. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Hopefully cash a few. We're already down 0-1. But just to remind everybody, Musa went. Well, I went. You went 0-2 last show. I went
last show back up, but okay.
I know. I still, live line minus 15.5. There it is. Jason said what? We're testing, Jason, the new text on screen. I like it. We're gonna have more of an interactive chat here on ShotQuality Live BetCast. So, all right, Musa, back to the 45,000-pound elephant in this room. The game I'm watching with my stupid human eyes versus the display I'm seeing with my super genius data display. They're very different. They are very different. The Pacers shot to a 0.8 points per shot rating in that quarter. That's bad. Everyone playing bad. So we made a bet that we're going to see points in that third quarter to start. We're going to get, the 30 points from both sides. I said it. I don't think Oklahoma City goes under 28 much. They got 27, expected 29. Pacers, man, like Musa, 38 expected points in a quarter. Now, is that just because they're trying to get back in the game? Maybe.
Dude, those are good threes, man. Those are good looks.
Right, but that's going to work. It's going to work. They're going to cut the deficit down. Trust in the data. Should have taken the 16.5. Should have taken the 18.5. I'll take a 3-point middle. Plus 15.5. I'll do a little bit of shopping. Let's see if maybe someone's going to offer me a 16.5. But I am going to trust the data. You don't just get to a 38-point quarter doing nothing. Let's go. See you in the chat. Got another one. Well, we got some. Hopefully, yeah. No one's offering 16 at all. If anything, they're offering 14. FanDuel's the only one with a 15. Staring at the only 15 in the market. Gonna go shop. Everything's at 14. Kind of feel stupid. Taking the 15.5, trusting the data. Thank you, ShotQuality. There is some solace to it, right? I mean, if the worst that happens now is I lose 12 cents because I have plus 102 on the other side. So let's go. That's going to be plus 15.5 for the Indiana Pacers, who are expected to be down by 1 point here, Musa. Are you taking that with me? Are you jumping on any players? We haven't
that I might do.
Wallace anything. Are those role players going to keep shooting? What's the diagnosis tonight?
Oh boy. Actually, I want to take one of the role players, and that's going to be Obi Toppin. And why? I just think he's got a bag. He's got a bag. He's taken a lot of shots already. I could see maybe in the waning moments him still being out there. I think he's going to play a lot of minutes. That being
he's got a motor. He definitely can get those minutes, and I think he's
not
cleans
afraid
the
to
glass.
shoot.
Yeah.
Obi over 7.5 plus 100.
Okay. Nice. I like it. You got the big text again. I don't know why this keeps happening to you, but big text.
That's the way it should be. Oh, Halliburton's wearing, what is that? Some type of back brace?
Did he score?
He did not score. Right calf tightness.
This might be the first pick of the day I have where I take an over and the player scores 0. I also am now seeing on the bottom ticker that I took a first 5 over today, Musa. We're going to baseball really fast on the Yankees and the Angels. They're currently tied at 0s in the 10th. So not my only instance absolutely whiffing on an over today. Bad.
Man, Tyrese had such a postseason, man. He's going to go out.
One for the ages. I mean, I think what most impressed me, and shout out Caitlin Cooper, the Indiana Pacers analyst, I guess, specific team, only analyzes really Pacers, does other things, but mostly Pacers. Turned me on to the jump passes that that's just so important to his game. And man, if he can't move right, I imagine it's pretty killer. And I watched it. I mean, what he does is so unique with the way that he will extend his dribble, essentially, sometimes even like falling out of bounds. Like a lot of times on the baseline, he'll do a jump pass out of bounds to a cutter attacking the rim, because he'll drive and, create space, open something up at the last minute, late in the clock. And they have finishers in Obi, in Siakam, in Turner, who all have sure hands, can shoot, and can also dunk, honestly. So you get a lot of good finishes. I'm hesitant to play anything on Halliburton, but if I was going to do something, it'd probably be like his assists. I assume he keeps playing pretty hard. And it's halftime, the perfect time to go get some work done, throw some heat on it. I mean, he'll suffer. I assume he'll suffer through it, unless it gets really ugly and they just sit him. But
no, he's going to suffer through it.
He's going to suffer. I would personally be shocked. Calf tightness. I mean, Kobe took that free throw on a torn Achilles. These guys go out there, they play hard. Basketball is such a violent game. It's crazy. Like, every single play, like you could get like hurt. These guys are flying through the air. It's a violent game. You get banged up, scratched up. Good. All right. We got plays. We're doing good. Well, I'm not doing good because I took that stupid over and it looked terrible. It looked great. And then the minute I took it, crazy. But hey, little advice. Don't let feelings impact bets. We don't do that here. It's really hard. It's really hard. It's really hard, though, Musa. Like, I cannot tell you that enough. because I think it is my single biggest belief in all risk taking, that the biggest challenge is conquering your own humanity.
That's deep.
Investing, risk take, anything, sports, any type of risk is all about your enthusiasm, your fear, right? Like, you don't want to get excited. Excitement clouds your judgment. You want to stay composed. You want to be a robot. That's even if you want to talk about basketball, right? Like, there's plenty of risks. Do you take a jumper that isn't really your shot when you're open? Smart risk. Do you take it when you're contested? Bad risk. Do you, go for the offensive rebound when there's a clear path to the hoop? Good risk. Like, all these things. Do you trust yourself to go up and battle through? Like, I don't know. And then obviously in the game level and the stats level, it's hard. The best thing you can do is be impartial and not be biased and not let passion or fear or any emotion that you recognize in yourself get into your decision-making process. Something makes you angry, something makes you happy. Hate to tell you, but you're not thinking clearly about it. Like, you're just not. Just not. You want to be a stone cold robot.
Stephen A. Smith's letting someone have it.
Probably the red 8. You just probably couldn't find a black 9,
Now that's funny. He's letting Tyrese have it.
I mean, I don't know if I agree with that, but sure. I think the Thunder are very good. I think we saw in game 1. I think that maybe stealing game 1 sets up Tyrese Halliburton to take a little extra flack, because guess what? They didn't deserve to steal game 1, so he probably doesn't deserve the flack. That's fair. We know Oklahoma City was expected to win both games in Oklahoma City. We know game 3, where Indiana won again, was expected to be very close. So, okay, fair. I think this is effectively a 3-1 Oklahoma City lead, with essentially you're seeing that play quality out tonight. And we'll go back to the main display before we get out of here. Thank you all for watching, by the way. Appreciate y'all. Shout out to Sports Trade. I think what's really interesting is this 38 is maybe indicative of how good of a coach Rick Carlisle is. How many coaches truly understand that you need to pump that number up hard immediately when you get to a 15-point deficit to a team like this? Not many. I would say this is the clearest indication that Carlisle is one of the best coaches in the league we've seen out of all of them, because he's shown a lot in this playoff run. I think the person who's earned the most respect from me in the entire Pacers organization is Carlisle, and the player is Siakam. Very, very obviously Siakam. He's so good. I mean, wow. He enables Halliburton at some level. I don't know if Halliburton's in the star conversations without what Siakam brings, and that ability to. He's just so good.
You're kind of cooking
He's
right
just
now.
so good. The system's so good. Everything's so good. It's scary. They are a modern shot quality marvel. Positionless basketball. Everyone can shoot. Bench depth, multi-talented, but yet everybody excels in their role. So it's like, even if you need Obi Toppin to shoot, he can, but yet he is the crasher finisher in like the 90th percentile, right? And Miles Turner is the floor stretcher, and Siakam is the mid-range maestro with the post moves, with the putbacks, and Naismith can spot up from anywhere, and Nembhard has the defensive ability with the step back, and and the Mathurin, he's just pure buckets, So I think the composition and the use have been very impressive, and that's not to say that what Dagenal is doing with Thunder isn't. It's just I would say, like, if you separated these beans and just put them next to each other and compared the beans, you got much nicer beans on Oklahoma City. Like, it's just the truth. These are probably higher caliber players performing to a more expected level, while Pacers are probably a little bit lower, like overperforming expectations because of the synergy that this build and the coaching can bring. I rest my case. You see, someone asked me if I was drunk on the timeline yesterday, Musa.
Were you?
No, this is how I am. I talk.
Nothing wrong with that.
All right. More people should talk. So funny. All right. So we took Obi. We got to get out of here. We're 50 minutes almost coming up. That's takes me a minute.
The third quarter's about to start.
Yeah. So last one. Aaron Wiggins, Case, and Wallace. Any under interest, or you are we going to see maybe they get pulled back today? I think Wallace, if you can get it specifically. Well, both these guys. I think if you take the under, I'd be shocked if you took the under on both of them if you missed both, is what I will say. What do you think of that take?
I like rolling with what I got. I mean,
okay. I'm not going to do it, but for science, Wallace's line under 11.5 plus 116, essentially betting he won't hit another three. Wiggins under 14.5 minus 132, so a little bit more leash on him. I think I'm going to take the Wiggins line. He did so well last time. I think it's a little bit of a different game here. I think there's a lot of reason to think that the Thunder roll with their starters until it's a 25-point lead. So in that case, the room for error that you get with Wiggins under 14.5 minus 132, I think is better, considering, like, again, that one off shot. Both these guys could shoot one more shot. They both have 9. They could very easily end at 12. The one that lets me get to 12, lets me get to 14 for just minus 132. I'll take Wiggins. I understand he's going to be on the floor more, but he's red hot. I like it. The line was 4.5. Let's go. And we're gonna get at it. All right, we're in. The game has started. Wiggins under 14.5, minus 132. I got 4 plays. Musa with 2 plays. Watching ShotQuality Live BetCast. You were watching. You're going to watch it again tomorrow, I hope, because we're back. WNBA bets are back at it. Big everyone who tuned in tonight. I'm excited, man. WNBA is going to be great. We'll definitely be here for Game 6. I think we might get Game 7. I really do. I do. But time will tell. Those bets are listed. We'll tell you how they did tomorrow night. Come watch some WNBA action. It's a little bit different. The live markets are just a different game. You're not betting against the world. There's no post. There's no open. There's no market maturity. It's just you and that trader in that chair, baby. With a little help from us here at ShotQuality Live, you never know. Thank you for watching. For me, for Moose, for Max, for the whole ShotQualityBets team that makes this, for Max, makes this data so cool. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.